hello again. We are pretty much back where we left off after I decided that we needed to go into the light that is 11 herbs and spices. And we're going to try it again and hopefully not die.
Yep. Alright, who wants to be the narrator?
I did a lot of talking yesterday.
Okay. Alright, so, wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. It's like that, what was that, Fallout meme? You know, everyone liked that. But Shh. Yeah, you kind of skipped a little bit. But I mean, granted, we already did this stuff in the first episode.
Actually, I didn't skip anything. You read everything.
Okay. Lunch, lunch, lunch. Oh, Pop.
She said shh.
In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed. That smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
I was holding my breath while you were reading.
Oh, okay. Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. I've got to admit that the people that did the art for this game sure make some enticing looking chicken.
Like, right? And it's cartoony too, but it's so awesome.
It kind of is like like if they put fried chicken in a Hayao Miyazaki movie.
It's so true.
Because like all the food is amazing in those.
Actually, we should look at the credits and see who the artist is. It does list all of that.
Okay. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating!
This is why you're the narrator. You just continue to read stuff.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to me reading like I said I would.
Oh. Whatever. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Because they are secret, you know.
Yeah.
The 11 herbs and spices.
Van.
Oh, yeah. What, you think that you're... blah, 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 blah. Van can't talk tonight. What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. God damn it. I'm just drafting the last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something so beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his... Whoa, hold on, I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Let's see if we can not die. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. So don't swim towards the light, because that's how we die.
Yeah.
Alright, focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment, everything that... I think we do the second one.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted.
Although I mean, they're not going to tell us the secret ingredients, right? So... The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same?
Hi. Hello, Kitty. Did you come in to
Kitty
play?
would like to narrate. Do you want to read next, Kitty?
No, he just wants to cuddle.
Alright. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Where'd the mouse go? There it is.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence.
Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
Oh man, he's sweating beads. Look at that facial expression.
Oh, goodness.
He talked.
He did.
How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of... Where did it come from? What? He hasn't had that until now. Right, a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
He's still so hot. Oh. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, I'll trade some of my secrets.
What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. I forgot it's 3-day semesters.
Look at his face. It's pure disgust.
Yeah.
Here, Kitty.
He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Or does it?
I don't know. You were pretty persistent on, like, tasting that food, and that led us straight to death, so...
Yeah. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Oh my.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. They censored it?
Yep.
They won't even give up one of them?
It's salt.
It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Sure, we'll say it's salt. Salt! Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. I can tell you where you can get some salt. Hey Matt, do you know where you could get some salt? Friday Night Magic, perhaps?
Oh, God.
While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him.
Probably gonna catch him.
You find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, the music changed.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. Oh, it's you again. Howdy.
At this point, I think we look like a stalker.
Right? Well, I mean, we are. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. He's a little pretentious.
He is a little bit. It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Oh, you have.
Alone together for the first time. You figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Oh no, we could suggest to add another ingredient to the chicken.
No, we have to nag him to show my own strength. You pick on people you don't like.
I don't know, we could be modest but thoughtful. You know, Southern hospitality.
That is true. Oh, I don't know.
Kitty, 1 or 2? 1
It's 2.
or 2?
The option is 2. He did it 2. Oh, he loves us. He's crying again.
I think you might be right. Right. You gonna read it?
Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food.
Now you've got his attention. I don't think it's tears. I think it's just the
Think about me in the shower.
I think it's just what?
Brought up in your browser. Fantasize about the kitty power.
Okay. Too much TikTok for you.
I've got his attention.
The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Kato.
I told you it was salt.
I'm sure you'll be a big success. You gotta take more initiative on reading your
I'm
lines.
sorry. Yeah.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you.
He's starting to love me?
We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
Oh man, we're still on our first day. I forgot.
Oh man, we're actually in a kitchen now?
Oh no. We're gonna fail.
You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
What if we have to know how to make KFC chicken in order to win the game? What if that's how you get Mr. Sanders?
I don't know, but it's your turn to read.
Okay. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to a crowd of fans. You're going to earn with your signature. Adorable tiny food creations.
Oh, she makes a bunch of tiny food?
Yeah.
Adorable. Sprinkles! Professor Dog!
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. I forgot. You want, what voice did you want me to do?
Chivalry.
Yeah.
Hey, schoolgirls.
Yeah, okay. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Ooh, I pick Sanders.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel
Oh my.
Sanders. That's inappropriate.
I am holding a kitty though.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Kato. I'll prepare our station. Aww.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Oh no.
Oh no. Hello, new partner.
Beep boop. Bzz.
Clank is rather endearing.
He is so cute. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick 4. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever.
Oh man. I pick Clank.
Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank.
I feel like Clank would help with tiny stuff, but then again, Pop's really cute.
No, he's not.
Okay, he's like not cute, but like,
Watch Pop be like the star student, right?
right?
Sorry.
It's okay, Pop. Oh, wait, Pop says, it's okay, I already...
Excuse me.
Bye-bye, kitty.
I already ate. What? I don't think Pop understands what's going on.
I don't know. What if it's not pop?
It's not entirely
What
clear
if he's just drinking like medicine out of a bottle with a straw?
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture.
He looks like a 3-year-old.
Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Clank sounds like
I
my
love
kind
Clank.
of robot.
I know.
Oh my.
Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
In yet another Mako pose. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt.
No comment. Tissue? I hardly know you.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection.
Yep. Looks like the two of you will be fine.
Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Does it take 2 flints to make a fire?
Yeah, you have to...
I thought it was a flint and a stone.
Flint is a stone.
But I thought it was like a piece of flint and a different piece of stone.
I think it's supposed to be flint and metal, but...
What else? You get the idea.
Alright, which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Oh man, we have some options.
Ooh.
Steak tartar is fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow his mind. That seems unlikely. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy.
I don't know. Southerners and seafood along with their chicken.
I didn't miss any details here, right? Like, there's not some theme we're supposed to be cooking for or anything?
I mean, clearly it's KFC.
Well, yes, but I mean, canonically.
No, but we can't fail.
I think we should go with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Well, I mean, so do I. I mean, that's his grandmother's recipe.
Well, I think it's supposed to be Kato's
Oh, well,
recipe.
maybe. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes.
And gravy?
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red.
Sure does. He's looking at me
Embarrassed,
just like
you
Koya
quickly turn
Senpai.
away.
What?
Is there a reason you zipped up the rest of your shirt?
I don't know.
You need to hide from Colonel Sanders.
Yes. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Oh my god,
yes.
they're not even like...
You want to pick?
They're not even like
produce?
trying to hide how crazy their marketing in this game is.
He wants to pick perfect produce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man.
I will admit I want to cosplay her so bad so I can wear those thigh-high chicken thigh-highs.
I know, we'll have to find some.
I'll make them. You can just get black ones and I'll bleach them. Did someone call for me?
No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Kato's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Oh my god,
she's
her face.
crying.
And she's so evil. This music is
Doesn't change
something.
the fact that she's hot.
What? What is going on with this music?
I don't know.
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Kato was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it.
I still love his outfit. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Hunk of hunks.
Hunks of hunks. And you need of time. Turn to marry him, your forever bestie who always has your back.
Miriam.
Miriam.
You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over.
Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them!
I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving.
Leaving you in the dust, vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken.
Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Kato is my partner for today's activity. He looks for Sprinkles and hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your friends have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish.
Smother me, Mr. Sanders. Frack me, Mr. Peanut Butter.
Oh God.
Gravy flows down the mound of the mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Oh, he's so cute.
Again with the sporks. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops.
It's like Lady and the Tramp, but with a spork.
The music is great.
Spork me, Mr. Sanders.
No.
Fine. Colonel Sanders?
Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
Actually, sporking should be a term. Like, you know, like spooning, but...
Right. No, I got it.
Yeah.
If you love something, set it free. What?
I don't understand.
Why did that come out of his mouth? Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders.
He's crying again.
And then, back to the metal. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face.
Oh no, we think she's beautiful. We're gonna be a lesbian. Van Van! Do something! Do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on there, Kato. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. What if they throw it on each other?
I was gonna say, I'll throw it on Mr. Sanders.
Can I have potato face?
Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Well, it actually looks really good. What's with the axe?
I don't care.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
Oh wow, that wasn't him, that was him.
Yeah, that was the student. Did you wonder why I changed the voice?
Yeah. I was very confused for a minute.
The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Probably don't swipe things off of battle axes.
No, don't!
Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten.
He does not look pleased.
No. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! What?
Everyone step back.
Hang
Don't
on.
take another bite.
I think it might have actually killed him.
I don't know yet. He's at least as pale as a ghost.
Alright, when you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth.
Oh no. What if Pop dies?
Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. It tastes like burning!
Alright, the entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues.
The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Oh my god, ghost of student! Hello? I turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. That kid actually died.
Maybe we'll save him.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
Yes.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room.
Oh no, I think he's really dead.
I wonder if it's going to be like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and there's just going to be gradually more people wheeled out. Like,
Maybe. That's kind of what I was thinking. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. This reminds me of my dating game that I have on my phone.
oh yeah. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
He's crying again.
Like he's an
He's so
emotional guy. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for
Did
him.
you say inspiring?
I said inspiring.
I didn't hear an ing.
There was
Or
ing.
an
There was definitely ing.
Colonel Sanders,
Yes, Kato.
there's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there!
Seriously, Van Man, I was getting in the mood.
There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen!
He's crying.
In everyday sense, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
I actually really appreciate
his
that
hair?
Dragon Ball Z hair there.
Yeah, it's great.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
I feel like he's Tamaki from Oran High School Host.
I mean, it's just, a big persona guy.
Tamaki senpai, stop making hamster bedding in my closet.
What the
fuck?
The Spork monster. Wait, is there combat in this game?
I guess. The Spork monster is here to fight a hero.
So they did talk about it being more than a little spooky at night.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
What? What am I looking at? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
What? It's like he knows it.
I don't know. Wait, letting down my guard? Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence?
But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack?
Defend.
You decide to defend. Which what? There's options?
I guess.
Trepidation?
I wonder if we get more over time.
That's a terrible defense.
It is a terrible defense.
Alright, so you close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you.
Did we die? Oh, man.
You take 1 damage. Do we have health?
I guess.
Fat lot of good that defense did. Attack? You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. We were already talking about doing stuff with love. Spork monster won't forget this. Focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. What the hell? They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond?
I think we have to eat it. It looks like a giant mash
Alright,
ball.
yeah, I guess. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Oh, no, I guess we just have to cook with love. 1 damage. It's no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Ultitensile! Or, no, Utilitensile. Okay. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle.
We must only have 5.
Attack. Cook with love.
Oh, man.
Is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Probably the ghost kid.
Probably.
Feeling vulnerable, it prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Where does he get the staff?
I don't know. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. What?
Pot pie power pinch! That felt like a Sailor Moon moment. I'm just saying.
Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. He's so strong.
Yeah.
Spork monster is defeated.
You saved me.
An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night.
Forget mercy.
No, we
finish
should
him,
spare
or
him.
Spare the wretched beast.
Look, he just doesn't know what he's doing.
I guess.
If you were made of sporks and had sporks shooting out all over your body, you'd be mad too.
Yeah, it's like teething.
You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath.
Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
Begone, thought!
Where do you want us to go?
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said! The Spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item.
We need a place to go to.
It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more.
What?
Ooh, what? Necronomicon?
Yes! Necro chicken.
It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken
It's
on the
not
cover.
Whatever you said, it's Necronom.
Oh yeah, Necronom. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside.
What?
The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Huh. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. If this was if this
What if
was
this was a kid?
if this was Disenchanted and Elfo had a dog, it would be named, I mean it'd probably be named Doggo, but it could also be named Borko.
It could be named Barco.
Alright, your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you.
Sandra's gonna take me home.
Oh man, how did he get... I mean, I guess he could
How does
just
he know
grab the
where we
keys off
live?
your body. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep.
That's the question. How does he know where I live?
I don't know. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my colonel. How long have we been recording tonight? Do you mind checking real quick?
Sure.
It's at least 40 minutes.
36.
Right. This feels like a good place to stop for an episode.
I think after the dream.
Yeah, let's finish the dream and then probably we'll wake up the next morning.
Okay.
Probably.
In your dream, together with Colonel Sanders, for some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love dreams. And it's weird.
This is...
What?
Oh my god, this is something.
The ghost child.
The ghost child's still there. I wonder if he's gonna stick around.
I hope he does.
Oh, that's it. That was the whole dream sequence. Okay. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that.
Alright, we're gonna leave off
Alright.
here with our bestie in front of the school.
We're on day 2, and we will pick this up in the next episode. Thank you.